Did you know that there are places in this world from which it's possible to travel to places that are not of this world? I know this isn't one of them, but did you know that there are cultures in this world in which it's acceptable to feel something other than empty? I know this isn't one of them, but did you know that there are value systems in this world in which it's not just acceptable, but necessary to look inside yourself and see something other than the desire for opulence, decadence and ownership? Well, that night I crawled into the deepest, darkest reaches of catharsis, where the pain and the grief hit their true targets. It was hard to admit that I'd been raised wrong, and it was harder still to imagine what would be left of me when the hate was gone. But I remembered real love inside a vine I call my mother. At first I remembered what I felt when I first saw you, and then I saw what I'd become by the time you left. I felt Evie's first breath, the world breathe, Rosie's first breath. I felt beauty in the horror of my second death, and I swore that if I ever made it out of hell alive, I'd strive to be grateful every day that I ever even got to look at my wife, begging, please forgive me my transgressions and my quest for possession. Mother, I'm scared, but I'm prepared for your lessons. I love you all so much. And when I re-entered the room, it was full of wisdom, and everybody in it was the centre of their very own solar system. I lay back and cried with bliss, and I thanked my loss that I could ever know a time like this. A timeless shift, a boundless shift, limitless change, a stronger soul and a softer face. Don't quote the Matrix. I did not take the red pill. It does not exist. I still do exist, and I'm still somewhat ill. So when I say I'm better, I mean I'm not as bad. I mean, I still miss Rosie, and I still miss my dad, and I still miss the imaginary sense of what I could have had sometimes. But the anger more quickly subsides as I start to internalise this new model of health, and I struggle to externalise what I found within myself. I know it's basic, but I realise now that none of this is a contest. And I know now that true love doesn't need an object.